So I want to talk to you guys today about Doormat, a new way to manage your keys. So a bit of background before I start with mine. I used to work at Coinbase for almost 4 years throughout the whole past bull market on different key management tech. So cold storage, hot storage, a bunch of different MPC systems. And then I left to start Doormat because I wanted to build the key management system I always wanted to use for my own funds. Prior to that, I made images download fast at Facebook, and I used to work on power grid security for a bit. But the last 5 years have been all keys. So the problem that I'm facing is that users really have no good options. So either they give it to an exchange who could lose their money, or who's controlling it for them, or they self-custody it and then they lose it themselves, and it's pretty hard. But beyond that, the wallet experience is weird. So like I have a bunch of wallets, and I had an NFT on a Coinbase wallet on my phone, and I wanted to get liquidity on Blur. Well, Blur worked terribly on mobile, so I gave up, sent it to my ledger, which I like lost in my backpack for a few days, had to plug it into my computer, and then finally through MetaMask, I can get my money. So this like process sucks. So that's why I'm building Doormat. So Doormat is non-custodial. We never have access to your keys. Super easy to set up. For the first time, you need like just a login and a password. It's multi-device, so you can have your keys across your different devices or decide where they live. It's very secure. We have like a MPC setup that's very interesting, but I don't have too much time to go through. It supports most chains. Like right now we have Bitcoin and ETH, eventually everything. We want to add all curve types, and we're targeting DeFi users. But we made a commercial, so we're still working on the product, but I wanted to show off this little teaser, show you what we got going on. Boom. Hope you guys like that. Yeah, sign transactions anywhere. Doormat. What do I get next? Boom. So our asks is we are hiring, staffing the team. So we're looking for some great devs who want to come build the world's best wallet. So we have a few roles open. So definitely hit me up if you're interested in that. And with that, I will take it to Q&A.
Great. Thanks, Trevor. Everyone in the chat is saying you had really good vibes. So thank you for that. First question, what is your go-to-market strategy? What do you think users will use the most?
Yeah, so we want to start by building just like the world's best wallet product, right? No one's really won the game. There's a bunch of wallets that people use. So for now, we're focused on building that. We want to launch like a small limited demo in the future, and then like kind of spread slowly from there. Yeah, like word of mouth.
Got it. So you mentioned focusing on crypto savvy users. I'm curious what you think we're missing in our current setups and how Doormat mitigates this.
Yeah, so really the setup, the thing we're missing is that it is annoying, right? Like, sure, we have some wallets that have good UX, but behind the scenes, key management's up to the user. Either you have your own like hardware wallets, you're setting something up with that. Maybe you're using like a Gnosis safe, but then you're like kind of limited on what you can do. So what Doormat provides is kind of like Fireblocks for retail. Like we handle the key experience for you. So it's like where you want it, wherever you want it.
And what is the underlying cryptography that Doormat uses, and how important is that choice in your opinion?
We use DKLS, but with some like extended setup. I actually don't think it is that important. Well, it depends. There's been some talk recently about like certain algorithms have certain adverse effects during, it depends on your situation. Ours does not, but our security model actually wouldn't even work with any of those hacks. But really the thought is we just want to distribute a key. this is sort of the best choice, plus some other stuff we have built on. And it allows us to like get our what we want of like having the key everywhere with like the least drawbacks for the users.
Leighton Cusack asks, you showed a screenshot of a tweet of someone getting their ape stolen. How would Doormat have prevented that person from losing their ape?
Oh, in this case, they probably still would have lost their ape. But actually, no, they wouldn't. So in our case, we do have some nice transaction simulation. It would have said, hey, your ape's going to get stolen if you sign this. So yeah. But like, I don't think that's like a defining sale of Doormat itself. Ours is more of like the key management. But yeah, we would help that ape user.
Parker asks, the addressable market of on-chain participants is still small, sub 10 million. What gives you confidence in the market of DeFi users that that's big enough?
Yeah. So really, there's the thought is there's just not that many new users coming to crypto in general. And I do think that the like wallet market is turning into a zero-sum game. There is no winner. So if someone takes over, I think they could get the current crop of users. We'll see if bull market comes back. Maybe there'll be a lot of new people heading into crypto. But right now, I think DeFi users are like the most active and kind of highest value folks. Like they're the ones using the chain. They're the ones with value on their coins and not just like maybe $5 or signing little transactions here and there.
Two more questions. One is, can you walk us through the process of approving a new device and why it's safe?
Yeah. So the first time you set up like a new device, you like actually just have to like register it. But let's say you have a key. When you want to add that to a different device, it's very similar to kind of like 2FA, where like if you go on Facebook, you like your phone is like, hey, do you want to approve this? You have to go to your existing devices and like approve this other one and give it access to the key. So it's like kind of built in 2FA due to the way things are set up, but like enforced cryptographically.
Right. All right. We have time for one more question. It's, how would you describe the wallet infrastructure stack and where do you think value capture accrues? Is it at the top of the stack or at the deepest layer?
You know, I think the deepest layer, right? So like at the end of the day, wallets and exchanges, I kind of see them as wallets, are like how users interact with crypto. And that like has the like their how they're storing the coins, how they're submitting the transactions. So with wallets, I feel like being that hub and main wallet for users is super important because you like the value comes to you. All the transactions flow to you. Maybe you could capture some MEV in the future. All like the key storage is for you. You can like sell services in terms of security on that side. So I think like the lower you are and the like more attached you are to the user, the more value you can explore.
Makes sense. Thanks so much for your time, Trevor.